Hey, Total Grace family, friends out there tuning in to TGTV. I wanted to thank you for tuning in, but I wanted to give you some great information. On September the 27th, 28th, and 29th, Total Grace is having their annual women's conference. It's going to be amazing. I know we have Pastor Stacy McDonald. We have some more tremendous teachers that are going to be here. Again, that's September 27th, 28th, and 29th. Make sure that you go to the website, www.totalgracelex.org, and get your tickets early, man. I'm telling you, it's going to sell out. We can't wait to see you. And again, we want you to come worship with us. I'm standing at 3 services, so you can sit down at 1, 9 o'clock, 10:30, or 12 p.m. Come join us. But right now, check out this great word already in the session.
You come to bless the Lord. Bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul and all that's within me. Bless His name.
Yes, come on, join us. Come on, how do you do? Well, when I'm lost and all alone,
I will bless the Lord.
afraid to call my own.
I will bless the Lord.
No one to call on
I will bless the Lord.
nobody to call.
I will bless the Lord.
I will lift my
I
hand.
will bless the Lord.
Call upon His name.
I will bless the Lord.
He's the one I adore.
I will bless the Lord.
Bless His holy name.
I will bless the Lord.
His streaming
I will
joy.
bless the Lord.
Gonna turn the hand.
I will bless the Lord.
He's the God of
I
knowledge.
will bless the
He
Lord.
loves to just answer.
I will bless the Lord.
I will lift my
I will
hand.
bless the Lord.
Call upon His name.
I will bless the Lord.
There's nobody like
I will bless the Lord.
Male child that's born, I want the midwives to kill him. But what Pharaoh didn't realize is that the midwives, also slaves, were Hebrews, and they knew God. So they were more prone to listen to God instead of him. So instead of killing the kids, they let them live. I think you're missing that though. I think you're missing it because you don't realize what a midwife is. The very purpose of a midwife is to assist in delivery. Okay. Yeah. They didn't get that over there. Let me shout over here. The very purpose of a midwife is to assist in delivery. God's grand plan for the Hebrews was to deliver them. So the midwives, who the Pharaoh thought was going to prevent delivery, were really on assignment to help the delivery happen. Because somewhere in the midst of all those beautiful dark-skinned babies, this is Hebrew Israelites, Egypt, Africa, beautiful dark-skinned baby boys. These midwives did not kill them because they were more prone to listen to God than to Pharaoh. So Pharaoh calls all the midwives together. Hey, I thought I told you to kill the baby boys. Watch the story that they tell. They say, well, Pharaoh, the Hebrew women have rigorous childbirth, more so than the Egyptians, so the babies keep popping out before we can get there. And Pharaoh believed it because some people's ignorance in thinking that there's a biological difference between his people and their people, but God used his ignorance to liberate the midwives. So when they should have been killed for disobeying his orders, God protected them. Because God was with them. Don't you see the legacy that Joseph left behind? Don't you see it flowing throughout the people that were connected to Joseph? So watch this. 2 things. He tried to oppress them. He oppressed them. God blessed them. That didn't work. He tried something else. He tried to kill every male child that was born, but that didn't work because God was with them. So he comes up with another plan. He says, okay, since the midwives let the young boys be born, now I want you to round them all up and throw them into the Nile. I want you to round up all these beautiful dark-skinned babies and throw them into the Nile River so they can drown. Yeah, I told you, man, this is some crazy stuff. Could you imagine an edict going out from the President of the United States that every male child of a particular culture or racial class or social economic class would be killed to prevent them from overpopulating the United States? Kill every last one of them. But I need you to see God moving in this situation. God has a providential plan prepared for one of those beautiful babies named Moses. So even though he wanted them all thrown into the Nile to drown, can I pause right there and point out the fact that the enemy's tactics don't change? Brothers, he's still trying to drown you. Trying to drown you in debt, trying to drown you in temptation, trying to drown you in doing things other than what he's called you to do. But could some brother in here raise your hand and shout, I won't go back? Oh, okay, watch. Now, he wants all of them rounded up and thrown into the Nile so that they can drown. But God has a providential plan. He's put a passion, a desire in the heart of Moses' mother. She makes a basket and she places the basket in the Nile River. And she places her baby boy in the basket in the Nile River. Could you imagine the pain in this mother's heart to place this baby, her own son, in a basket in the Nile River, sending him down the Nile, for all she knows, to send him to his death? Could you imagine the pain of this mother, the tears falling from her eyes as she watches her baby boy float down the Nile River? All she knows, to see him no more. But can I show you how God has been working in the situation?